Hi. I know that my last video was, well, not my last video, my second to last video, the one from a couple of months ago about failures was pretty popular. So I did want to give you guys an update, let you know what went on, how my journey went. My journey. I feel like I'm on The Bachelor. Um, and basically just, you know, the things that I learned and the decisions that I decided to make as a result. The first thing you should know is that effective March 31st, 2017, I am no longer a LuLaRoe consultant. Um, this is not going to be a video that bashes the company. The company did a lot for me. It taught me a lot about what I want to do, what I'm looking for in a company, how to moving forward, the things that I want to do differently. I think that it was a very good learning experience, but I did come to find that really the company just was not for me. I did pretty well, I think, in the 8 months that I was with the company. I averaged between $6,000 and $10,000 a month in sales. I met a lot of really wonderful people. I had a lot of fun. But in December, I finished my master's degree. And when I finished my master's degree, I realized I kind of had a breakdown because I realized just how much I had been doing and just how little I had been spending time with my children. And I know, and I did, I had a cleaning service. I had somebody to help me load up my car. I had, an excellent babysitter and all of that, but I realized that I was not doing what I wanted to do, this business was supposed to help me spend more time with my kids, and I was spending the least amount of time possible, not possible, but really the least amount of time that I possibly could, because really I was only seeing them when they were sleeping or in the middle of the night. And half the time I would be awake anyway when they would be getting up to go to the bathroom, because I would be photographing or getting shipping ready or something along those lines. I had developed a twitch in my right eye because I was averaging between 4 and 5 hours of sleep a night, except for on Monday nights, which was the night that I looked the most forward to, because those were the nights that I was able to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I was just plumb exhausted all the time and completely stressed out and snapping at everyone. And I know that having the additional burden of finishing up my schooling definitely added to that. But really, it made me just stop and think about things. So I had decided that come January, I would scale back and maybe just try to get down to like 800 pieces instead of carrying 13 to 1400, and maybe that would work out better for me. But being um after basically what I did was I took about 3 weeks off between the holidays, and then when I was getting ready to do the next party, I realized just how much I didn't want to do it anymore. I did not want to be hauling that much stuff around. I did not want to have 6 racks of clothes with me. I I just I was not prepared to keep going on. So I decided that yes, this was a really good sign that I needed to get out of the business. And so come February, I started liquidating. Um, I and as of March 31st, I had about 12 pieces of clothing left, and all of them were donated to our local high school's clothing closet, and I'm done. Um, One thing I mean, like I said, it was a great experience. I had a great sponsor. There were some things that I didn't love about the way that things were run, but I mean, it's not my business anymore, so I don't really feel like I need to comment on it. Um, you might notice from the title of the video that it says goodbye LuLaRoe, hello Honey and Lace. Honey and Lace is a pretty similar company to LuLaRoe. However, I think that it is a better fit for me. I think that there's a lot of real talk instead of sunshine and rainbow talk, and I think that that's a great thing. I think that it is a more viable business currently for conducting online. I think that it is a small enough business, meaning there are about 500 to 600 consultants. Um, So I think that it's really, you have the opportunity to really make a splash. I think that, there's the ability to really own your area or to really get to know people in your area. It's easier to book vendor events, which are my favorite kind of events. Don't get me wrong, I love the in-home parties. A lot of the people I met in the in-home parties are now actual real life friends of mine. But the vendor events, I love them. They're so much high energy, and let's be honest, I spent a lot of money on other people's stuff there. So being able to book those is key. One of my best friends just started selling Dot Dot Smile, which is the little girls' twirl dresses. So we are going to collaborate because I'm going to carry the Honey and Lace adult lines. Honey and Lace, like I said, it's a very similar company. One of the best things about them, in my opinion, is that almost all of their clothing is made in the US. Almost all of it is made in California. And except for their collaborative items. So collaborative items are the ones that are non-exclusive to the company. So like their leggings are not made in California. Those are made overseas. But the vast majority is made in the United States, and they have no plans to outsource further out, which I think is excellent. Their price point is lower, and that was one of the big issues that I had with LuLaRoe. Was, yes, it was excellent to be making such a profit on things, but it would make me feel bad about charging people things. Just as an example, and not citing anything specific, like if I paid $20 for a shirt and then I was expected to turn around and charge people $40 for that shirt, it just, like, I know that that's just the way retail goes, but it's just not something that I was personally comfortable with, and so it's the reason that I would always be like, okay, well, yeah, if you can't afford that, which really isn't the way to do business. Um, I really felt like this is a better fit for me in terms of the profit margins. It's something that I'm more comfortable with. It actually will make me more comfortable actually charging shipping. They don't have their own point of sale system, so I'm able to use Square, which is nice because it means that if you live outside of my state, I don't have to charge you my state's taxes, and Illinois taxes are anywhere from 9 to 10.25%. So that's definitely a plus. Obviously, if you live in Illinois, sorry, it's just kind of what we signed up for when we moved here, or were born here in my case. Either way, um, either way, I am, as of yesterday, I didn't want to say anything until it was official. As of yesterday, I officially got my onboarding call, and I am officially a Honey and Lace consultant. You can find me at facebook.com/groups/H&L Team Meyer Fam. That is my official name. It is the Team Meyer family. And that is to help me stay grounded, and help me remember that everything that I'm doing is for my family. Therefore, I need to make sure that I am focusing on my family. Honey and Lace consultants usually, rather than carrying 800 to 1,500 to 5,000 pieces of clothing, they usually carry between 3 and 500. And 500 is a pretty, like, you've been in it for a long time if you have that many pieces. So in the next couple of weeks, I will have pieces coming to me. I don't plan to do parties in home more than maybe twice a month. I can still do the online stuff. I have a good camera. I have a good space, or a good camera phone rather, a good space to do stuff, and I have all of the racks and all of the hangers. By the way, if you live in the south side or the south suburbs of Chicago, and you need hangers, I'm your girl. So thank you for watching. As usual, this is long because I can never stop talking. Please support Honey and Lace, my Honey and Lace. You can Google Honey and Lace Team Meyer family. We're going to have a pretty fun giveaway involving Honey and Lace, dot dot smile, Honey and Lace, dot dot smile, Tupperware, and Perfectly Posh coming up as I prepare to launch. And it's going to be a great adventure, and I will happily give you guys updates. HL Team Meyer family will shortly be my my YouTube profile if you want to take a look. So thank you guys so much, and thank you very much for following me on this journey.